Yes, lads, Friday. Hope we're all subscribed, nice and not stressed, but blessed. Any one of them things would be good. Two things happened to me yesterday that I'd like to speak about. And they're two things that I was like, why didn't anyone teach me this in school? Because I know they definitely didn't. Because there is a part of me that I did get taught certain things at school that I just didn't listen. But now, there's things I'm like, why did no one ever teach me that? And I feel like adulthood might be just like 60 years of your life where you're constantly saying, why didn't they teach me that in school? But one of the things was how to rewire a strimmer, or they call it a whippersnipper in Australia, which I think it's too elaborate. You don't need to call it something so extravagant, just call it a strimmer. But that's the Australian way, I guess. They will change anything English just to change it, just so it's not the English way of it. Tartar sauce. It was tartar sauce for, I don't know when it started, but for hundreds of years, I'm guessing. Gets over to Australia, tartare sauce. No, I know it's got an E at the end, but chill. Just leave it be. It's already a word. You don't need to change it. Don't need to abbreviate it. You don't need to call a strimmer a whippersnipper. You do not need to call it that. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today. Someone was trying to rewire it, and I showed them how. And I was like, it's weird how they don't show you that at school, isn't it? And they said, yeah. Second thing that I think I should have been taught at, but maybe was taught at school. I was reading again last night, reading my book about art and psychology. I spoke about it a couple of days ago. And the chapter was about the actual biological and physiological makeup of your brain. And physically, what happens to your brain when you do stuff. And I couldn't believe it. I had to put the book down and look up at the ceiling a few times and just be like that. A few times, probably 4 times in 2 chapters as well. And what it was basically saying, from what I understand, is when you form a habit or a passion or something that you like, your brain, the neurons in it, link together to basically form a mass in your brain. It's tiny, you can't see it, but there's like 100 billion neurons in your brain. And when you form a habit and it provides you with dopamine or whatever, like serotonin, all these different chemicals, you're then literally wiring like a clump of wires together, and they intertwine, and that is then a habit or a passion or something you dislike. And each time you make a decision to do something or not do something, you are literally changing the makeup of your brain. And I couldn't believe how obvious that is, and how much it explained to me why stopping drinking for me was so hard for so long. Now, the decision of not drinking wasn't hard. I made a decision to stop drinking, and then that was it. But I found it hard to go out, go to gigs, enjoy myself. I found it really hard for like a year. And now I know that aside from all the chemistry going on, it's because my brain is literally moulded over like 15 years of excessive drinking. My brain is wired literally for that, at the weekend especially. So when it doesn't happen, there's that bit of the brain, it's unwiring slowly, but it's still going like, yeah, but are we doing this? I'm sort of sitting here, it's like having like a really nice, like a V8 engine under the bonnet, but you're not using it. You're using your legs to push the car, and the engine's going like, are you going to use me? And that's what it feels like. And when I was reading that, I couldn't believe how obvious it is that your brain, when people say rewiring your brain, I used to go, oh, shut up, like, rewire your brain, rewire this. Like, no, it's not real, but you are actually rewiring your brain physically. These neurons are unwiring each other and forming new like bits in your brain that are into different things, and over time they become what you're into. And that's why it gets easier. You know, there's still that thought to maybe drink, but it actually gets easier to enjoy yourself because you've got new neurons that have linked together to go, I actually really like, I don't know, doing step aerobics now. Big up all the mums who used to do step aerobics, strictly in Reeboks. And there was like a Reebok step that you used to buy and a Reebok video, all heavy Lycra gear. Big up anyone who's ever done that. Maximum respect. Can't have been easy. Anyway, rewiring, crazy. It blew my mind anyway. I'm sure there's two sets of people watching this now out of all 12 of you. One of you, actually 3 sets. There's one who's like, don't care about that, that's boring. No wonder no one watches these videos. There's another set of people who are actually more knowledgeable than me and going, well, he's got that wrong. That's not at all what happens. He's reading a shit book and it's wrong and he's saying wrong things. And then hopefully there's another group of people, one person going, oh my God, yeah, perfectly makes sense. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Other than that, Friday today, I'm having a bit of a delayed birthday party tomorrow. And a birthday party for me now is, well, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to go and buy 30 chicken legs and attempt jerk chicken. And I've invited my only Jamaican friend round, who lives in Australia, ace man Shane, and I'm going to give him the chicken leg and go, so what do you think? And just stare at him while he eats it and get his opinion, because I know it'll be shit. I know it'll be shit. It's like when English people try and cook a really good curry, or not English people, like white English people try and cook a good curry. Just does not bang, does it? You can do what you want as a white person, you ain't making a good curry. Not possible. Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver, Delia Smith. I've read all the recipes. My wife makes an amazing curry, really does. My father-in-law, unbelievable curry, but it isn't the same. My brother-in-law is Sikh. Go around his house, his mum and dad do a curry, fucking unbelievable, and they've done it so easy, like making a ham sandwich. It's just, you can't do it. So I'm attempting that. I'm doing jerk chicken, probably going to get it all wrong. You can't really get proper West Indian ingredients over here in Australia, so it's not going to taste right, but I'm looking forward to feeding it my Jamaican mate. And reggae will be played. I've got other mates coming round. Going to try and get a bit of a DJ set going. There's going to be about 7 of us, max, 7 adults. That is a party for me now. It's all I need. It's all I want, if I'm honest. I don't want any more than that, I don't think. Maybe 15. After that, just a bit noisy. Not interested. 2 lads on the decks. 1 pretending to MC. Shane eating the chicken. Wife, maybe dancing. Not in a sexy way, just a normal way. And that is a nice party for me. That is a really, really nice party. I'll say, lads, it's 9 o'clock. You have to go home now. I'm going to bed. And that's the way I live. So, I'm excited for that. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. That was the Daily Dirt. Nice.